Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
All right, time for your favorite brew and your favorite man this morning for Companies to Watch. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, my favorite partner in crime, Ryan Huang. How's Friday looking?
Pretty good. Fridays are always good.
Yeah, it's the best. So welcome to Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that might call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends, to risks, as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. So 88550893 and tell us whether you think it's going to be a hard or not. All right, Ryan. Today we're exploring the company that became the largest automobile brand and manufacturer in the world for the first time in 2008, surpassing General Motors. If you don't already know what that company is, we're turning to Toyota Motor. They've designed and manufactured cars, trucks, minivans, and commercial vehicles from models including the likes of Corolla, Camry, 4Runner, Tacoma, and the Prius, as well as, Lexus, the company's luxury car division. I believe you've driven one of them before, haven't you, Ryan?
Yes. The family cars are Toyota Wish, and everywhere you look is pretty much Toyota right on the roads. The taxis, the trucks, it's everywhere.
Honestly, the Toyota Wish is a soft spot for me because that's my dad's old car, and it's a handy car because it's never broken down once, and it runs like a beast.
Yeah, I think that's the attraction of the brand, right? It just works.
That's right, but what's not working out for them today is earnings report, Ryan, because Toyota Motor has recently said that US President Donald Trump's tariffs will result in a 180 billion yen, that translates to about $1.3 billion hit to operating income in just 2 months. The company announced yesterday that the impact for April and May has been tentatively factored in and that the situation remains uncertain. So it is set to weigh on its full year results with its outlook for operating income of 3.8 trillion yen for the year ending March 31st. That's falling short of the analyst expectations for 2026. So the car maker has said that the operating profit for its latest financial year was 4.8 trillion yen. That's well below the record that was set back in 2024 fiscal year, an all-time high for any Japanese company. So I guess if you take into consideration that it was a new record set, to fall back a little might be okay for them, would you say so, Ryan?
Yeah, I suppose so. They've been doing well in recent years, but of course the latest tariff environment, that's not been working out for a lot of manufacturers.
Yeah, so based on their financial year, the company reported a lukewarm finish to the year, with profit rising to 0.3% in the fourth quarter. So it does seem like Toyota is joining some of the world's best-known companies in sounding the alarm about the likely costs of Trump's tariffs. And the automotive industry is set to be particularly hard, especially with the ever-changing trade policies that has been sparking chaos across the different complex of firms. So some automakers like Stellantis, NV, Mercedes-Benz Group, they've all pulled out their earnings forecast entirely, while others have warned of substantial impacts to their bottom line. So we've also got General Motors slashing their profit outlook to as much as $5 billion of exposure to auto tariffs, while Ford Motor suspended its full-year financial guidance. And I suppose this is something that we're seeing play out in terms of how the automobiles are affected by Trump's tariffs. And, we're also seeing how the US is considered to be one of the largest markets for 5 of Japan's biggest car markets, accounting for around 23% of Toyota's global sales last year, 28% for Nissan, and 71% for Subaru. So that is certainly going to be a big hit for this companies here. And at least according to Yoshi Miyazaki, that's the CFO of Toyota, it is unlikely that they will make a big pivot now, since they're still waiting to see the results of the ongoing trade negotiations, and that in the short term, Toyota isn't going to raise prices because tariffs were implemented. So good news for consumers, I suppose.
Not so good news for Toyota, who has to absorb the costs.
Yeah, sadly. But, for the people, right? And in fact, CEO Koji Sato has said that when it comes to tariffs, the details are still incredibly fluid, so it's difficult to take steps or to measure the impact. And they would consider building up local product development and manufacturing in the US in the middle to the long term. So despite the uncertainty hanging on the sector, Toyota predicted that global consolidated sales is expected to increase to 11.2 million units for this fiscal year from about 11 million a year earlier. So electrified vehicles, including gas electric hybrids and battery electric vehicles, they've all accounted for 46% of sales last year. They're hoping for more to come, at least for this fiscal year. And still, I think this would likely set Toyota back, from their pledge to at least hit about 1.5 million battery EVs by 2026. So that is likely to change for quite a bit. With that in mind, I suppose this certainly just doesn't paint a very rosy outlook for the automobile space, and especially for Toyota, which is not going to be adjusting much of their policies and their prices during this period of uncertainty. I'm probably going to go with a nod for Toyota. What about you, Ryan?
Profit warnings, tariff environment, bumpy road. I'm not sure if it's the right time to get into it.
Yeah. But as of the 9th of May, it seems like TipRanks, Yahoo, and Barron's are all still giving it a buy rating. And they've been trading at about $187.92 on the US stock market. That's down about 3.9% year to date. That pretty much wraps it for our Stock in Focus today, Toyota. Now, Ryan, did you know that Toyota actually started as a textiles business?
Actually, that's the story for many Japanese companies. They have very interesting origin stories.
Yeah, so way back in 1924, Toyota's original founder started up Toyota Automotive Loom Works to sell the automotive looms that he had invented and perfected. And then they have since expanded into vehicles and engines, now known as Toyota Industries Corporation. And did you know that Toyota was originally called Toyoda?
Yeah, so what's the story there?
So, keeping it in the family, the original company was called Toyoda after the founder Sakichi Toyoda. But then the spelling was changed to Toyota, as it only took 8 strokes to write it in Japanese compared to 10 strokes in Toyota. Right. So basically, they just wanted to be short and sweet.
More efficient.
Exactly. And 8 is considered to be a lucky number in Japanese culture, so that's why the name was chosen. So, can a Toyota stretch?
Can a Toyota stretch?
Yeah.
No.
No, but a Mercedes-Benz. Okay. And that's all we have for Toyota.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.